This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and you're, of course, a person. Wow, the fart noise has extra sauce on it. Forgot I raised the DB for the live show. Recently, Raina, I've been doing something very special.
What is it?
Put your peas in a bag.
They're in there.
Don't have a bag of frozen peas that is sort of ripped open that you leave in the freezer. Put those peas in a little zippy. I don't want to see peas on the ground no more.
Ooh.
I want to see them in a zippy.
Yeah. Okay, so got a few questions for you right after
I'm
that.
absolutely ready to answer
How
them.
often we eating them peas?
Oh, when I make mac and peas, I'm having them all over.
Okay.
When I
totally.
make mac and peas for my little guy, we are having frozen peas.
Absolutely.
He'll eat them as a candy.
Just frozen.
He'll have a little dish of frozen peas and he'll go, frozen peas. And he loves them. And he sort of snacks them down.
That is, what a healthy little guy.
He is very healthy. And honestly,
Is he familiar with frozen edamame yet?
oh, you know what? He's not in that world.
He's gonna love that. You should get some edamame, steam them up, put some salt on them.
Okay, that's cooked. Well, you're not eating because he's eating frozen.
Well, yeah, but he can eat them frozen too.
That's interesting. For edamame, I have not added back into my lifestyle.
I think it's time.
It was big in 2014, but it has not come back.
Big year for edamame.
Big year for edamame. Me going to sushi thinking it's a big deal. I mean,
It was.
sushi is kind of. By the
in
way,
2014.
I had a Whole Foods sushi today, and I was kind of like, "This is a big deal."
Was your tummy okay?
Excuse me. Sorry, Whole Foods sushi is considered quite fancy.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
You said it was a big deal, so I was just sort of like,
You
in
thought-
which way?
So in a way, and it was a big deal in that sushi feels still like a celebratory meal to have. I'm joined, of course, by Raina Morris. You know Raina from doing stand-up and being silly online. Raina, welcome
Hi.
to the show.
Thank you.
And of course, Emily in Paris.
Well, sure.
Sure. Raina,
Well, sure.
what makes you perfect to be on the show today to give advice to the people?
I'm feeling actually very perfect today and this week.
Really?
Yeah. I've been living kind of an American Girl doll lifestyle
Wow.
where I have a little activity every single day.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's been amazing. I'm waking up sort of before 8 a.m.
Whoa.
because there's so much to do.
What? Talk to me about one day's activity.
Okay. Today, for
Yeah,
example,
Today.
I babysat a little baby.
Very nice.
We went on a beautiful walk. We went to the park. We watched a bunch of millennials play pickleball.
You were watching them. Okay, and pickleball, I'm pro. Are you team pickleball? You know, you're.
Well, the thing
you're
is that
anti.
I play tennis, and I just think everyone needs to grow up.
Sorry. Yeah. I gotta be honest. I can't play tennis, and that's why.
Yes, you can.
No, well,
Yes, you can.
I could try.
You have to try harder.
I know, but tennis is okay. Here's the thing with pickleball. Anybody can play pickleball.
Yeah.
Tennis requires you to be bad for at least like 3 sessions of tennis before you can even try to start playing. Pickleball is ping pong for big kids.
Yeah.
And you can play it right now.
I mean, I'll go play with you.
You would play
I think
pickleball?
I would be a fucking monster at
You would be
pickleball.
incredible at pickleball because you're good at tennis.
Yeah.
Because that's also Sarah's experience. She's great at tennis. She's demolishes at pickleball. Anyway, because tennis, again, it's hard.
Yeah.
I didn't realize in tennis, you kind of got to go like, you kind of like flipping the pancake
Yeah, you
over.
got to do crazy stuff.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
not pickleball.
No, me, I want the reward of it being difficult.
You want it to be, you want to be challengers. Zendaya walking like, shroom.
I think Challengers wants to be me.
Wow. And so what was the next activity? So that was tennis.
Okay, so I played tennis twice this week already.
Yeah.
I went on a horseback riding trail ride
Oh my.
at 8 a.m.
You woke up and saw a horse before 9 a.m.?
Yes. I was done seeing a horse before people arrived to work.
I think that's unbelievable. You showed up to work and people were like, hey, how's it going? Like, I'm just getting my first coffee. And you go, I witnessed a horse today.
I ran like the wind.
Are you good at horseback riding?
I am.
Oh my God. This is changing everything I know about you, which is not much. But wait, so you rode a horse.
Yeah, and we ran, and then we got in trouble a little bit because I was letting the horse I rode. You know, before you go on a trail ride. So I'm in a group chat of sort of like horse girls in LA who I don't know that well, that I got added to at some point. Don't worry about it. I just sort of like, stuff happens to me. I was added to this group chat. I said, hey, ladies. When is the next ride? And then they said it's at 8 a.m. on Saturday. I said, I'll be there.
Oh my God.
I showed up. I said, hi. I didn't know any of them.
How did you find this group chat of horse
someone
girls?
I know told them to add me or something. So there's like a mutual friend in there.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like complaining about not seeing a horse ever.
And did you grow up with a horse?
I grew up going to ride horses like Western, like outside farm ranchy style in the summers because my parents worked at a summer camp. And so we would go live at the camp and there were horses there.
Oh, that is very nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And honestly, when you witness a horse and you just look at how big they are, it is a magical being.
They are amazing.
Yeah, they're incredible.
They're amazing and they're so beautiful.
Unicorns don't need to exist because horses exist.
No, it's like also like already strange enough.
A horn?
What a weird little thing.
Yeah.
Big thing.
You mean I can't put my hand on it and go, nay?
Yeah.
Okay, well then what's the point?
It's amazing. Yeah. So when you get there, they're like, okay, what level rider are you? You know, how comfortable are you? So they put you on the right horse.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm good. Put me on any horse.
You said
I was like, I'm good.
When was the last time you rode a horse before this?
It's been like a year. It's been like a year.
Okay, but only a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are really good at horseback
I was like, I'm
riding.
fine. And so they put me on a horse. They were like, he's a little bit of a brat. So just like, don't let him. And I was like, okay. And then I sort of like did find that he was bullying the other horses on the trail ride. He was being really mean to everyone. He wanted to be in the front. So I kind of like let him be in the front. And then once we were in the front, he was like wanting to like run as fast as he could. And I sort of was like, let's go. And so we just took off. And the guy like leading it, after the first time we like ran up a whole hill and then I like waited at the top for everyone and was like, sorry, he like really wanted to run. And the guy was like, it's okay. Just like try to like not let him go like really wild. And I was like, okay. And so like from my perspective, I was like, if I'm in control and I'm still on the horse, he's not going too wild. So we were kind of like wilding out.
Oh.
And then at the end of the ride, he was like, hey, so like next time, please don't do that because now he's going to think everyone who rides him today can do that.
And they are not.
And
prepared.
I was like, I'm so sorry. You should have. I'm so sorry because I was like, yeah, like I was like letting him like.
Oh, so some child is gonna get that horse. He's gonna be like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you've ruined
So
this
if
person.
anyone rode 7-Up at the studio horse rental that day, I'm so sorry.
I love the added detail of how good are you means we're going to give you the worst horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. How good are you horseback riding? Because we've got on a slate of really good horses to bad horses.
Can you stay on or like keep him under control?
I'm going to give you the worst horse if you've been doing this a while. Yeah. It's a funny scale to have.
I was honored.
That is incredible. Wow. I didn't know you were such a horse girly.
It's hard because I feel like often the horse girl is like an English riding, like show jumping.
Yeah.
Like it's like kind of fancy. I'm not the fancy kind. Like I can't do any fancy stuff. I can just sort of like remain on the horse.
See, I rode a lot of horses when I was young because when I was 1 year old, we lived at the bottom of the Grand Canyon in the Havasu Native American Reservation because my dad was a teacher there for a year.
That's amazing.
And so we had to ride horses to get down the canyon. Then we would go back and visit because we had friends there and stuff. And then we had a horse that was iconically struck by lightning in the lore of the show.
And survived?
No.
Oh.
No. But we had to
rest in peace.
R.I.P. Flowers.
Sorry, Flowers.
Flowers the pony, dude.
Iconic way to go.
Big shout out, yeah.
Amazing way to go.
And Flowers had a sibling, Chance. Chance did not. Chance was fine for a while, but then when he went insane. But anyway, sorry.
Well, he's seen something a horse has never seen.
I hate to start the episode this way. But Raina, we have to get to the calls before we do. Honestly, we have to calibrate your advice, perfect person speedrun style. This is a new segment, maybe since you were last on the show.
Ooh, okay.
Where we calibrate you to be good on the advice to make sure we're on the same page.
Okay.
Raina, the perfect person speedrun starts now.
Okay.
Perfect little juice.
Apple. Little apple juice?
Really?
Little juice?
A perfect little juice?
Yeah, a little apple juice in the round glass jar.
A little sphere of apple juice. Now that's fun. Perfect way to give an alteration to a classic menu staple at a restaurant.
Don't.
Yeah. By the way, I agree. I couldn't agree more.
Don't.
The perfect way is to don't.
Yeah.
Have a lasagna, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't
just have it.
Don't say instead of ricotta, can I get almond? Don't. And I think that's going to be controversial in this show. I just want to say everyone can do whatever they want.
Nope.
But no. Perfect amount of hours to sleep.
Ooh, 10.
10. Are you getting 10 hours of sleep?
I'm at least.
Oh my. Sorry,
oh my God.
You need to go
least.
to the doctor. At least. Sometimes I'll do 24.
I will sleep until something
breaks.
Has to happen.
Wait, what are you talking about? What is bedtime for you?
Whenever.
You're a lawless person.
Sort of whenever.
Whenever?
And you know what? Lately I've been weirdly waking up early so then I go ahead and sleep in the middle of the day as well.
You have something going on with your thyroid. No, you need to go to the doctor.
So.
You have some sort of vitamin deficiency.
So. No, oh yeah, for sure.
I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up and I'll go back to sleep.
I go to sleep, I wake up, sort of startled.
Oh.
And then I go back to sleep.
Oh wow, that is incredible. Perfect candy. What I just want to say, I'm going to leave every second of that silence.
Wait, chocolate or non-chocolate?
Okay, so this is a controversial thing on the show. Mm-hmm. Do you think chocolate's candy?
Yeah, like Halloween candy. If it's Halloween candy, it's candy.
I agree.
Yeah.
Not everyone does. People think that gummy is candy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say Twix, but I'm also going to say Nerds gummy clusters just in case.
See, Nerds gummy clusters to me are fun and good, but I'm a chocolate. A Twix, I think is a great offer.
Yeah.
Perfect vacation activity.
Laying down outside.
Couldn't agree more. Laying down, honestly, preferably with a cocktail or coffee.
Yes. Yeah.
Getting a little bit
sometimes
litty.
Both.
Oh man, isn't that fun? Mm-hmm. Honestly, I love a breakfast with like 4 different beverages. Mm-hmm. We're talking water or OJ, sparkling, and coffee.
Yeah, you have to make sure. You have to make sure that you can have breakfast after the morning is done because again, we will have slept in.
Because we're going to bed at 8 p.m. and we're waking up at 1 p.m. Is that really? What did you go to bed last night? Last night, what did you go to bed?
Last night I went to bed at 1.
And when did you wake up?
Today, 7:45.
Oh, see, that's about what I'm doing.
After this,
you're going back to sleep.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
The nap thing I have not mastered. Every time I wake up from a nap, I feel disoriented. Terrible. Perfect amount of time for a nap.
1 hour.
One exactly.
But I'll do more. I will be disoriented when I wake up, but I'm sort of like always disoriented. I'm always like, what? So
you really got to go to the doctor. Sorry, I'm always sort of disoriented. You got something going on with your brain, man.
Don't you always feel like you sort of just got spun around?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I really do feel that way. Honestly, recently I've been kind of like burning it at both ends, like doing a bunch of touring stuff, waking up in different cities,
you
flying.
like have a job and a kid and a family.
Yeah, it is
I don't have a job, a kid, or a family.
So you're just replacing that time with sleep.
I'm just resting up for when those things arrive.
I say rest.
Yeah.
And finally, perfect smell.
I'm imagining what I want to be smelling. I think when it's like cloudy at the beach in the morning and it's kind of cold, that smell.
I start crying. That is a beautiful smell.
Salty air clouds.
Oh man, I do like that smell. Mm-hmm. I dream of one day being able to just sort of spend time on the beach in the winter. When it's like, I'm so close to the beach. I guess we do live kind of near the beach, huh?
Yeah, but it's like, I never see it.
No. It's like, what, am I going to drive an hour and a half? In rush hour traffic? Goodbye.
Certainly not.
Park in Malibu?
Park?
Huh?
In Malibu?
Never, not once. Well, Raina, you have successfully passed the Perfect Person speed round.
Thank goodness. It wasn't very fast.
And it's time to get to the calls, Raina. But before we do, if you like the show, consider rating and subscribing it on every single platform, as well as freaking following it on Instagram if you want to call into the show, because we post call-in details on the story. And if you love the show and you can't simply get enough of it, Well, now you can by joining the Perfect Person Patreon, where you can get an ad-free extended version of every single episode, including this one, where we wax before the show even starts and the theme song rolls. And also, we just went on tour, and all the live episodes from that tour are available on Patreon, as well as the episodes from the previous tour and other bonus episodes on every Friday, where I call back people from the show. I do a little twist on the format. We just had the 420 Bong cast. It was an absolute dais of tokers and smokers. Yeah,
I can't believe I missed that.
I know Raina's going to be at the next one. But it's a lot of fun, and if you like the show, there's more there. But Raina, it is time to answer the call.
I'm so excited.
Everyone in my house always has something going on. I call this the busy season. And I don't have a lot of time to grocery shop or cook healthy meals at home, and that is why I use Hungry Root. Hungry Root is like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist all wrapped into one. They take care of the weekly grocery shopping, recommending healthy groceries and meals tailored to your taste, nutrition preferences, and health goals. I have been absolutely devouring the paneer tikka masala with potatoes and broccoli. Obviously, everybody knows that I'm into Indian food, and this is a delicious option, super easy. I also love the little snacks that they add into the Hungry Root boxes. We got a little charcuterie snack pack that was fantastic. A little cheese and prosciutto. Sign me up. They make it easy to eat high-quality nutritious foods and achieve any diet or health goal. There is no high-fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, or preservatives in any of Hungry Root's food. They only source top-quality meat and seafood, baby, free of hormones and antibiotics. They've also got smoothies, kid snacks, sweets, ready-to-eat meals, salad kits, and even supplements if that's what you're into. I love Hungry Root. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/perfectperson and use code perfectperson. That's hungryroot.com/perfectperson, code perfectperson to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/perfectperson, code perfectperson. Summer is just around the corner, and the folks at Mint Mobile have a hot take. Getting a summer bod is out, and getting your savings bod is in. This spring and summer, we want skimpy wireless bills and fat wallets. And with premium wireless plans for just $15 a month, you can have both without breaking a sweat or the bank. I've been shopping around wireless carriers, and let me tell you, there's all sorts of fees and weird stuff that happens that they try to stick on you all of a sudden. Huh? A $27 charge all of a sudden? No thank you. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages, okay? Mint Mobile is here to rescue you. As I was peeping around, it is very difficult for pretty much every cellular provider except for Mint Mobile to give you a very standard, unlimited data plan. And let me just tell you, baby, Mint Mobile is going to give that to you. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get your summer savings and shop premium wireless plans at mintmobile.com/perfectperson. That's mintmobile.com/perfectperson. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month 5GB plan required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Hey, Miles. Quick issue. I think I might get publicly blamed for a crime I did not commit at work, which is looking at boobs on Instagram. Thank you. Bye.
Wow. Okay, so he's being accused formally of looking at boobs on Instagram.
Okay.
And we're going to need to find out.
At work?
At work. I wonder if it's a work account and like the Instagram Explore page is full of...
Yeah, but it's like, they can't have been naked boobs on Instagram, right?
We need more information.
Yeah, we need a lot more information.
Hello?
Hello, boob police.
Boob police.
It's Miles from Perfect Person. I'm calling with Raina Morris, and we are here to accuse you of looking at boobs at work.
Okay, wait, I gotta step out of work.
Get out of work.
You gotta get out of there.
First of all, we're going to need a fake name coming right from Raina Morris. Raina, what's the fake name for this person?
Doc.
Okay, so Doc, what is going on?
I work at a youth nonprofit organization, and which is bad. I do the marketing there.
Okay.
I have access to the Instagram.
Okay.
But my boss and other people also have access to the Instagram. And every time I come on, the explore page is just all boobs.
Oh my God.
Okay. So
but it's not me. Not Doc.
It's not Doc.
Now, Doc, tell me about, so you do fundraising for youth, you said?
I guess, kind of. We're just a youth, sports nonprofit. So we have camps and all that kind of stuff.
Camps, okay, cool.
Programs.
And now, who are the key players in this Instagram account who run the account or have the login?
There's a few key players. There's myself, my boss, and then our old intern who doesn't work there anymore, but I know he still has a login.
Okay. And among the three of you, how many of you do you think like boobs?
That's a really good question. Yeah.
I think all three.
Okay, great.
Oh.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, I have to ask, what kind of boob pics are we talking? Are they porn bot style, or is it faux fitnessy, or is it aesthetic, artsy boobs?
It's definitely the fitnessy, fitness influencer kind of.
Someone
but interestingly, not ass.
Photo. Yeah, and interesting because to me, butt is a big part of that.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Instagram is for boobs. Reels, YouTube Shorts is for butts.
I just feel like fitness is for butts.
Yeah, fitness is kind of for butts.
And then it's swimsuit is boobs.
That's a really good point, actually, Raina.
Yeah.
Now, I'm wondering also, okay, your boss and talk to me about the old intern, because I really think it's them.
I'm really leaning toward being the old intern.
It's their boob burner account, okay? They log in, but what's their deal? Were you friends with them?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm friends. I'm not, he doesn't work there anymore, so we don't hang out really.
Okay.
He did they do 6 months internship rotation.
Okay.
But he's a nice guy. I honestly think it could be my definitely could be my boss.
Now why
but I don't know. I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to incriminate myself.
So do you are other people are you in trouble?
Yeah, are you in trouble? Are people about to notice this?
Well, no, I'm not in trouble, but other people have the login but won't go on it.
Mm-hmm.
Other people in the organization probably have it from past times.
Okay. So
but they don't really go on it. But I'm afraid that they're logging in sometimes, seeing that the whole explore page is just boobs.
No, that's a reasonable fear.
Doc, the marketing guy, is just using the Instagram account to boobs.
Boobs.
I guess first and foremost, is it illegal to look at boobs?
Yeah, it's oh, God forbid.
Yeah, oh, God forbid.
Doc wants to see some tatas on the clock.
What? I can't look at a set of knockers on my time off? I'm wondering if, who is your direct boss is probably the person who's looking at the boobs.
Yeah.
What is your direct boss like? And I guess let's have a fake name for them as well, Raina.
That's just going to go ahead and be Boss Man.
Boss Man. Boss Man. Okay. So what is Boss Man's vibe? Does he give off the vibe that he's looking at boobs?
Definitely. Boss Man is nice. He definitely does give off the vibe that he might look at boobs.
And he's kind of smart because he doesn't want to look at it on his own Instagram page.
Yeah, in case his family.
That's exactly what it is. It has to be to me because he's older, so I feel like he thinks that because it's not his account, people don't know. But I'm afraid that other people are logging in or seeing this and then thinking it's me, including the intern. I thought he might think it was me.
Right.
I did not want.
Right, because
it could still be the intern. He could just be using it as a.
That's true, but that's so crazy.
There's something so humiliating about seeing somebody's Instagram explore page and it being fully all boobs.
Something specifically about it being boobs is so funny.
Yeah,
it's not just hot women generally.
It's just boobs. It's just boobs, and they're never too crazy.
Sorry,
never too crazy. They're kind of reasonable. Just the boobs aren't crazy, or the photos.
Cleavage workout photos.
Okay.
Do you mean the boobs? I guess I like the idea that they're just sort of achievable boobs.
Yeah.
They're not gazongas.
They're not big big knockers.
They're regular boobs. There's something charming about that.
If you saw the page, you wouldn't be like, whoa, what a pervert. But you would be like, wow, is he using the work account? Which is mainly filled with photos of children because we are a
I forgot about that
organization. So that's kind of tough too.
That is not a good combo.
Not a good look, I'll say.
Do you follow any accounts on that work account?
Oh, what a disaster. I've not looked. All right, wait, I'm pulling it up. Do we follow boob accounts? I don't know.
Like,
going to our followers.
I want to know if it follows like a bunch of like fitness accounts and the explore page like thinks this is what you want.
Yes, I agree. Well, it must, right? Like it must be getting that it's what he wants from somewhere.
Yeah. Because basically what I'm getting at is we have to start tuning the feed.
Agreed. Yes.
Okay, great point. So I've started to do this. Every time I go on the explore page, I try to find something that's not boob related. And then I click on that. And then I try to like spend time on it.
You also have to like start hitting not interested. Like you have to like long press on each of the mommy milkers and click not interested.
But people might be like, wow, he's really pressing down on the boobs. He's loving this.
But you have to.
Is that, because like you do at some point, I mean, I wouldn't do this at work because people are going to see you pressing down on
making it big.
You're zooming in so you can click not interested.
Analytically searching for them. But you're gonna have to go home and like hit not interested on a bunch of stuff and then search like whales, national parks.
Yes.
Cooking.
You know what's crazy though? I actually do think that there's a way to view clicked history in Instagram.
Oh, there totally is.
I think there's a way. I don't know if you can do like profile view history, but I know there's a way to click. I think there's something about like links accessed through Instagram. So you can get access to all those browser links. So if he's like clicking through on the boobs and like, it's like he's getting to something
and
more
going
illicit.
To their bio.
Yes, you can see, or the like get all my links or whatever. You can probably see that he's been clicking those if you look at the browser. I don't know what it's called, but it's definitely an Instagram.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bring it. Oh man, I mean, he's your boss, so you don't want to get fired because he likes boobs.
I don't want to bring it up to him and be like, "Hey man, are you looking at boobs?" He
was attacked by a fly.
His wife also works here.
And how are her boobs? Don't answer that. Sorry. Okay, don't answer that, but I do have an idea. I think you should start loudly talking about what like the concept of a Finsta and what you use it for.
I like this a lot.
And maybe he'll be like, "Oh, I should just make another account to look at boobs on."
Yeah.
Smart.
But maybe he doesn't want to do that.
I'm afraid that he would just be like, "This is my Finsta." He'd be like, "Wow, I'm already a genius in my head of the game."
Yeah, I'm a genius.
I've been doing this for months.
Exactly. I mean, I almost want like, yeah, I think that's a great idea though, Raina, for him to just sort of be like, oh yeah, like I'm looking at, I have a Finsta for all my lizard stuff.
Yeah.
I love looking at lizards on my Finsta, so then my explore feed is all lizards.
Yeah, I've tuned my lizard account. Well, he's gonna be like, I fucking did that. I've got my perfect boobs account and it's untraceable.
All boobs, dude.
He might think it's just on his phone.
Oh, I bet he thinks if he's a boomer,
definitely it.
He definitely is like, oh, it's my phone's account
and not the account.
Yeah, he's not thinking about that. Because does he have a personal Instagram account?
Yeah, he does. I feel like I could just bring up the idea that what you like on Instagram is what's then served to you, and then maybe he'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, you should be like, oh, my algorithm's so annoying. It keeps showing me the same like. What's like a normal thing? Like
lizard.
It keeps showing me lizards and I like don't even like lizards. I'm actually pretty scared of them.
Yeah.
But I clicked on one and now it's all lizards. It's driving me crazy.
It's crazy.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah. Like I just did one and it's all that.
Yeah.
And he's like for sure. I'm just imagining him going home and opening up and being like, dear God, I've been looking at these boobs. I'm suing the hole, man. He's like,
I honestly, I'm worried that he'll be like, yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, yeah. He's like, this is the intention.
He might be like, oh, wow, what a genius move. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to double down.
I would also say if you have like other coworkers that are rarely looking at it, first move to me is change the password. And that way, if they need access, you can be like, oh, just like, yeah, here, you can use my phone. Like almost like, even though that seems like a suspicious move, I think it'll buy you time to curate the feed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea. So I might just go in there. I could probably just go in there and kick everyone off. And then be like, oops, didn't mean to do that.
Kick your boss off, even. And then when he goes in to look at boobs, you could be like, yeah, I thought the account got hacked. It was all pictures of boobs.
Oh, that's an idea.
That's interesting. I think our account got a virus. Like that's like something that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But you will think it does.
I think you should. Yeah, I think you should like unfollow a few of the like accounts that you already follow. Change the password and be like, I think a bot. Like I think like there were bots or something. Like the For You page got a little bit inappropriate for a work account, so I'm resetting everything.
I think that's nice, and it's like a little bit light. It's light scoldy, but you can be like, the password I think got compromised, but there was just a bunch of weird stuff, and a lot of people had it. So I just reset everything, and it's all lizards now.
Yeah, and then go ahead and follow some lizard accounts just to corroborate that story.
I think so. Lizards Are Us, Lizard Today, Lizard Daily.
Got it. That's a really good idea. Okay. I think he'll believe that.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be confused. I mean, it's got to be. It could be the intern, but I think it has to be him.
Well, I mean, I guess the first step is ban. If you really want to know who it is, ban the intern, block them, change the password, and then wait. So it's just you two.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so kick him off.
Yeah.
Kick off one.
Can I do that?
Oh,
Can
yeah. I mean, you just
Okay.
change the password, I think.
I think just change the password and give your boss the new one and be like, I changed the password.
Exactly correct.
Got it. Don't give it to the intern. See what happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But best of
He
luck
doesn't
with
need
this.
it now anyway.
No, best of luck with this, man. And I just want to reiterate, it's not illegal to look at boobs. You just probably shouldn't do it on your work account.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Agreed. I'd be fine if he was looking at boobs on his account.
Of course.
I would actually be encouraged.
Dude, I'm gonna get a lot of judgment.
I would be fine. I'd be fine if he was looking at boobs on his account. Trust me. Biggest fan of boobs I know. But
people can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
People can
That's
do it.
not my problem.
That's a really good point. Thank you so much for calling in. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, bye.
Bye, Doc.
Wow. I mean, I think we solved that perfectly.
I actually do think we solved that.
I think we helped.
Yeah.
In this kind of, I mean, but I get that feeling. You're just like, I don't want to lose my job. I don't want people to think I'm looking at boobs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to. We had someone call in and they were like, they accidentally showed porn to the head of IT on their computer. But this was actually like they were pirating a movie and then a porn pop-up happened behind it and they opened the computer at work and closed the movie and it was like a porn pop-up.
Oh my God.
That was a great call. I wonder whatever happened to that.
That's literally not their fault. And it's not a crime.
It's not illegal. And most importantly, we're helping people if it is not illegal or not. Raina, we got to take another call.
Let's do it. I can't stop wondering if the boss has ever looked at my boobs.
You think his boss?
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting. It sort of is like the end of a movie where you like The Shining, where you zoom into the photo.
That's exactly what I was
zoom into the photo and it's your boobs.
That's exactly what I was picturing. I was picturing a like long shot of the explore page and him scrolling, trying to hit not interested, and then one of them he opens and it's me, and he hits not interested.
Roll credits.
Hi, Miles. My noisy neighbors told us they got our letter and they were so sorry about the noise. And then gave us a bag that I assumed was going to have baked goods. But one, we didn't write a letter, and two, it had 2 Samsung watches that are worth $200. What do we do?
So they didn't do anything, and they received two $200 watches and an apology.
Hey. Those neighbors, okay.
So I'm wondering, like, what the hell? Someone else clearly have to know it.
Yeah.
But why would they think it was from them? And also, why would they give 2 $200 watches?
I mean, they probably work at Samsung or something and like have a bunch of free shit. That's like a re-gift for sure.
Although the paper bag is suspect to me.
Also, like, is it like a smartwatch? I'm Googling Samsung.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a Samsung watch.
Oh, yeah. It's like an Apple Watch.
Wait. Oh, but it's Samsung.
But it's Samsung. It's a Galaxy Watch 7.
Hello, you called perfect person, and I'm here to call you back. I am here with Raina Morris, and we are here to fix your probby.
Oh my God, sorry, the fire alarm is going off at my job right now.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, wait, are you okay?
Yeah, our security said we don't need to leave. I'm just trying to find somewhere that's a little quieter.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
That's chaotic. I'm
wow.
sorry.
Where do you work? What type of job do you work?
I work in event coordinating, but I just work in like an office building in a city.
Okay, in a city. An office building in a city. Raina, can I have a fake name for this person?
Yeah, this is Cheryl.
Cheryl. Okay, so Cheryl, we understand you had noisy neighbors who gave you two $200 watches and an apology, but you didn't do anything. Why don't you tell me from the horse's mouth what happened on the night and what you think happened and what you need advice on?
I've been in this current place. I live with 2 roommates. We've been there for almost a year now. And for the first 6 months, we didn't hear our neighbors at all. We barely knew they lived there. We only knew they were there because we're in like a townhouse, so we saw the garbage put out every week. And then around the 6-month mark, they started being so obnoxiously loud during the middle of the night where I don't share a bedroom wall. Like my bedroom wall doesn't share a wall with them, but I could still hear them like running up and down the stairs at all times. And you could hear them vacuuming at like 12:30 in the morning.
No.
That's crazy.
And like playing, it sounded like the kids were like playing soccer in the middle of the night.
Oh, there's kids.
Oh, that's changes it.
Yeah. So it was very loud, but we kind of my roommates and I made the decision that we weren't going to do anything about it because none of us are confrontational people. So we just decided we're just going to suffer. Last weekend, we got a knock at the door and I answered it, which I shouldn't have done. But it was the neighbor. This was my first time meeting him. And he said, "Oh, we got your letter. We're so sorry for all the noise. Like, we'll keep it down. I can give you like my number or my wife's number. We're so sorry." Oh. And I said, "Oh, I didn't write a letter, but thanks." And he gave me like a giant paper bag. And so I went inside, confirmed with my roommates. They didn't write a letter to them, which I figured they didn't because we do things as a unit.
Yeah.
And we just had 2 friends stay over who commented on how loud it was. And so we were like, did they do this on our behalf? But they did not. So now we have no idea who wrote this letter. We opened the bag and I thought it was going to be like cookies or like some sort of baked good as like an apology. Instead, it was 2 Samsung smartwatches, 1 black, 1 pink. So meant for like a presumably married couple.
Were they wrapped? Were they in original packaging or had they been used?
They're just like loose?
No, they were in original packaging because it had the receipt with it. And so you can see on the receipt, it's $200.
Oh, like he went out and bought them?
He bought it's $200 each or $200 total? $200
total.
Okay, so wait, what the fuck?
That's so fucking weird.
Why would it, like, it's as
so
if
weird.
it almost feels like a microaggression, like, so you know what time it is. Like, here's a watch so you know what time it is, bitch. But it doesn't make any sense. That's so confusing.
Because originally I was like, oh, they're probably like something that they got for free that they're re-gifting.
Correct.
But there being a receipt is so strange.
Yeah, that was like when we first opened it up, we were like, oh, he must have got them from like his job or something. Yeah. But no, the receipt was in there. So now, and they're like his and hers watches, which we're 3 girls who live together. So none of us have Samsungs. So we just don't know, do we keep the watches? Do we give them back? Because $200 is like a significant amount of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, especially because you don't know them and the letter was scolding them.
Yeah.
Also,
you said to him, I didn't write you a letter?
I said, oh, I didn't write the letter, but I'll ask my roommates. But I was pretty sure at the time they wouldn't have written and sent a letter without like it being a group decision.
What? Was he like, oh, one of them must have written it. Here's still the gift. Because if I'm him and I bought watches for the person I've inconvenienced, I'm going to be like,
I bought the watches.
Like, I'm going to be like, let's confirm that I'm like holding watches in my hand. Let's confirm that they wrote the letter before I drop these off. I think
he thought I was lying about not having written the letter because he was like, oh, no, it's totally fine. Like, we understand. And I was like, no, we like, yes, you're very noisy, but no, we didn't write this letter.
Just our midnight soccer games.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing is, I'm worried that he's going to get another letter.
Yeah.
And he's going to be like, give me the fucking watches.
Yeah. Okay. Totally. Honestly, what I want to say is like, you should like return the watches and split the cash.
That's kind of what I would do because I don't need a fucking Samsung watch, right? But I guess my question is also, okay, what you live with two of your friends, you guys are renting. He is a family man. I mean, do you think that like the watches, like I just don't know, 200, I can't wrap my mind around that amount of money.
They must just like be rich.
They must just have money. That's I guess my question. Do you think he just has money like that?
I can't tell. We've never seen them before, or like I've never talked to them, but I'm presuming if he went and bought these watches, like
he's got
it just still feels like too much for, but my roommates want to return the watches and spend the money on groceries.
Yeah, that's what I would do, I think.
Yeah.
So what's the situation of like who else could have written the letter? Is there a neighbor on the other side?
Really good point.
There is a neighbor on the other side, so we're assuming it was them. So I don't know if he gave like both units. We don't know our neighbors because we spend all our time inside.
And that's on you because we live in the melting pot of America.
I actually live in Canada, so.
Classic. We're like, everyone lives in America.
Yeah, everyone lives in America.
Sorry, we really love America. We've been talking about it a lot.
We love it so much. We love it.
I bet you guys are like doing fine over there.
Yeah, seems awesome over there too.
I think that, here's what I think. I think that you guys should return the watches for grocery money. And then I think part of what you should do also, though, is go talk to the other neighbors and tell them that they visited and apologized.
Agreed.
You don't have to mention the watches.
No, I think the watches are your little secret.
Yeah, the watches are yours. He gave them to you.
He gave them to you, and if they want to take them, they can pry them from your cold, dead hands. But I think also, like, this is a good opportunity for you to get to know your neighbors. Also, what he did was cool. I think that, like, if I didn't know I was being loud and I got a letter, to just go over real calm and collect, just be like, hey, I'm really sorry. Like, we've got kids, obviously, and give you a little gift. Yeah. This guy sounds awesome, to be totally honest. And I think that this is an opportunity for you to get to know your neighbors. Now, I'll say, when I lived in an apartment and me and my wife were living in a place with our son Julian, and there were two kids and a mom who lived above us, and we grew to be very close with them. But when we first moved into the house, we would hear footsteps pattering around, and at first I would be like, oh man, like we live in an apartment and the thing, and it's like, oh my god, the no. And before we lived in a house, and now we live in this apartment, and it would bother me. And then it was just a small like thing in my mind flipped where it's like, oh no, they don't live above us. We all live together in a house. So of course the kids are upstairs, and that's why we can hear them. And it really helped me like be at peace with noise. Now, obviously, people shouldn't be fucking crazy loud, but living in an apartment, you do hear people kind of through the walls and whatever, and like everyone's making noise, and I'm sure you vacuum sometimes in the middle of the night and you don't even think about it, and I know you do. No, but like I think it's an opportunity for you guys to all get to know each other and be like, oh, hey, sorry about that. Like, oh, hey, we're going to have some people over. Just want to let you guys know, whatever. It's good if there's an earthquake or a fire or a zombie thing.
To know just like how many people there are and how strong they are.
Exactly,
and
how strong they are and how
many watches they have.
And if they've got any big, awesome swords.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We did have someone suggest we could bake something and give it to the neighbor just to be like as a thank you.
Oh,
like
thank
neighbor? Them for thanking you?
Yeah, like just to be like, oh, we appreciate, because they have like quieted down, like they're not at night. It's like we hear them during the day, but that's expected.
You know what I think
we
you do?
Care about that.
I think you bake something for that neighbor and for the people that you think were supposed to get the watches.
Agreed.
And then you do a sort of 2 stops. When you stop at the other neighbors that you haven't met yet, be like, hey, I chatted with our other neighbors. We talked about them being loud.
Right, yeah.
They apologized. I think you might have written a letter, but they apologized to us.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, yeah, did you guys get some fucking sick watches? And you'll be like, no.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I don't know a fucking lick about that.
Yeah.
But I think that it's like a good opportunity for you guys to exchange numbers, and it creates a global community. And that's important.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. I
think
you're right.
Hashtag Quaker.
Yeah.
So does that all sound good to you? Is that what you're going to do? Or
Yeah, I think that sounds. I just felt guilty keeping the watches.
no, the watches are yours.
Like doing something.
No, the watches are yours and they belong to you. You belong to me.
Yeah. Or you could get a Samsung Galaxy Tab. Complete your Samsung experience.
With Samsung, I've never felt more at home. Now with my Samsung Galaxy Watch for only $99 at Best Buy.
It comes in pink and black.
Holy shit, I wish this was an ad. What a crazy
That would be an amazing way to
have somebody call in with an ad like this.
That's a good idea.
It's not a bad idea. Well, thank you so much. What was the fake name we give you? Cheryl.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Cheryl, thank you so much. And do you have any advice for the audience before we let you go?
Enjoy life in the chaos. Do what you can.
That is nice. I like that a lot, Cheryl. Thank you very much for sharing that. And I hope you have an amazing time in your brand new noise-free Samsung Galaxy Smart Home.
All right. It was so great talking to you. Sorry about the fire alarm.
No, not at all. No
Hope
worries.
everyone's safe.
Bye, Cheryl. Wow. Cheryl.
Honestly, no problem.
Okay. We have time for one more call.
Okay.
My boss is having an affair with one of my coworkers, and I want to know what I should say to him in my exit interview to just let him know that I'm in on it. Thank you.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I mean, what? I guess. Okay, so it seems like they just want to be like, and I fucking
She
know.
just wants to be like,
and I know you're.
tell them I know.
Tell them I know. I know you're a scumbag.
Oh, I love that.
By the way, I mean, like, wow. Like, I think that it's also because she's like, fuck this person.
Exit
like,
interview.
Exit interview.
Vibes.
I'm done. And by the way, you're not so sneaky. Like, I know
Right.
what you've been up to the whole time. You stanky.
Oh my God, you stanky
You
ass.
stanky little ass.
I know your ass stank.
I mean, this one's close to home because I had a workplace where I did have a boss. I did have a boss that was a little bit of.
Oh my God, did you tell them that you knew?
No, they were very publicly ousted online about it. But
let's call him.
Let's call him.
Call him.
Call.
No way.
Yellow.
No way.
You called perfect
No
person.
fucking way.
Yeah, you
Am I
called-
y'all? Oh my God.
You called perfect person of you to call me back. I am here with Raina Morris.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. We're gonna need a fake name for you coming right from Raina.
And that's going to be Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn. And what is the name for the cheating ass boss?
Cheating ass boss. Let's say Tom.
Tom. Okay, Gwendolyn, your boss is Tom. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, I'm having acid reflux right now. But
Hey, take your time.
Sorry, take my time. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you've known that this affair is going on, and you just basically want to stick it to Tom one more time while you're leaving.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so tell me how...
I want him to know that I know.
Yes, right. And you want him to know because, correct me if I'm wrong, you want him to feel unsafe in his affair.
Exactly. Yes. No. Very untaste. Very untoward.
I like that. Very
Do
unsafe.
you want other people to know? Like, how is this interview being conducted? Is there an HR person in the room, or is it just you and the boss?
No HR. The manager is actually the one he's having an affair with, and she told me, so she knows that I know.
Is she okay? I have so many questions about this. So, what type of job do you have? Like, in what industry?
Okay, I'm gonna keep it so vague.
Totally.
Hospitality.
Yeah. Okay, hospitality.
Okay, got it. And is this customer service hospitality? Like, are we talking
Food service.
Food service. Perfect. They're very helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So now your boss is the do you like the person that he is having an affair with? Is she a friend of yours?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And
is your boss
like
married?
work wife bestie?
Oh, wow. And is she what is her prerogative that she's getting down with this? And your boss is married, presumably.
Yeah. So he married with kids, owner of the establishment. She manager of the establishment. Gets drunk at the Christmas party, at the work Christmas party, and lets the beans spill. And then I have to just go to work the next day and pretend that everything is fine and normal.
And you had no clue before that.
I didn't know before that. There was like they were a little too close where I'm like, why are you hanging out? Like, go home to your wife and kids. You know what I mean?
But it's food service, so it's like people are weird anyway.
Yeah,
so.
people are weird.
Exactly. Yes.
Everyone's weird and drunk anyway.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Okay. Is it still going on?
I just really didn't want to know, so I haven't asked any follow-up questions.
Oh my God. I mean, by the way, it's so cliche. It's just like, it's so trite.
It always is.
It is the same shit that's always been done. It's like, do you think that you're unique? Like, I guess like these fucking scumbags, I always wonder that. Like, do you think that you're doing a unique thing? You're having a midlife crisis and you're like fucking the manager?
They love a classic.
They love the classic and old fashioned.
Yeah. They're traditional values. I think it's traditional values.
Honestly, it sort of is. It's the most traditional thing that we Americans
I'm assuming the manager is like younger and a baddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've got it. You're picturing it perfectly.
Wow. Okay. So you want us to tell you what you should say to make him know that you know.
Yes. Like, I want it to be like, sometimes if I get mad at work, like I'll have to do the dishes or something. I'm like coming up, like I want like an indiscreet way to just like, I don't know. Like, I just want him to know that I know. I also, like, if there's any blackmail that could be, like, of benefit to me, I would love to, like, incorporate that as well.
But you're you're leaving the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm moving away in, like, a couple of months.
Do you need a reference?
Yes. Well, maybe.
Okay.
I don't have a new job, so maybe.
So I'm almost imagining being like, yeah, it's been nice to work here, but I expect a glowing reference, and I think you know why. And he's like, what do you mean? You go, I think you know why I deserve a glowing reference. I think I've seen how you operate, and I think that if you don't give me a good reference, I'm going to tell your wife that you're fucking the manager of the store.
Well, it's like, yes, I think you should also, like, if you need a reference, you can probably just like kind of get one. I kind of feel like you want,
That's a good point. What's in it for you?
I'm having the impulse to like do something. It might be
steal.
Okay. I have an insane idea. I have a really crazy idea.
Yeah.
I think you should commission a, like, you know, like on Etsy when you can get an illustrator to like draw your like family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You should commission like a portrait of the two of them and like frame it.
Yeah.
And then like give it to him as like your goodbye gift.
That's really good. I think, honestly, I love this idea. I'm almost like a photo that you took of the two of them, and then you draw a heart around it. You put them in a manila folder, and you just slide it across the desk, and you go, I just wanted to give you this before I leave. And then you cue a song to play on the loudspeakers of the restaurant, and then you sort of walk out. It's the Ocean's 11 end.
Yeah, I think like whatever is the most dramatic possible, as long as you don't need anything from them. Or if you really need unemployment, you should say you should have him unwrap the framed illustration of them with the heart around it.
Yeah.
Have him look at it, have him realize, and then be like, "Can you fire me?"
Yeah. I like that.
Ask him to fire you.
That's really good.
That actually is smart, because what we're pitching is a crime, but what he's done is worse.
Yeah.
And
right? Like,
some crimes are fine.
Some crimes are fine.
Most crimes are fine. Most crimes are totally fine.
I do find most crimes to be completely fine.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. But I think that, honestly, the real benefit you stand to have is unemployment checks for the next couple months, which is really, really nice.
I just didn't even consider that. I was thinking like severance pay, like glowing reviews.
I mean, that all works, but I think the simplest one is being able to file for unemployment once you leave this job.
Exactly. Just say, hey, I know what your scummy little ass has been doing. Because what he's doing is so fucking lame. It's so lame. It's so nasty. And it's like, ugh. But so I think that what you got to do is get in there. And honestly, the light version of all of this is for you to just go, and by the way, I know. And
I would really appreciate if you laid me off today.
And if he's like, what are you talking about? Just go, I think you know, and I think I'd like to be laid off for budgetary reasons.
I know how much you love getting laid, and I would like to be laid off.
And then you fucking turn on a song. Laid Oh.
Yes, I perform a song for him.
Because
Consider this my exit interview. And I push play on the big box.
He's like, what?
It's like, this is actually very confusing. There's too much wordplay. I don't get it.
Imagine she's lying. There's no affair. Fuck,
like,
calls the police.
Yeah, I just want him to just like get your shit together. You know, like this is just so typical.
Have you
like
met
you
his
were saying,
wife?
This is so predictable.
Have you met his wife?
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Oh God, it's so fucking cruel.
And like she's a nice woman.
Oh, okay. So maybe just be like,
is.
whatever her name is, like say her name is Sally. Just be like, and by the way, Sally's really nice, and I think you should treat her really nicely by laying me off, and you'll never see me again.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe be like, I would love to say goodbye to your... This is just threatening to fuck his wife. I'm like, say goodbye to your wife one more time.
By the way, Sally, I banged her.
Yeah, I banged her.
And I'm out.
That's actually a even hotter take. Should I just bang his wife?
I mean,
I actually think maybe
she deserves some fun.
She deserves a little something.
She deserves it.
She does.
She deserves a little something, and you're maybe the person to give it to her. Well,
I could be.
Gwendolyn, thank you so much for giving us a call here. You're really doing the Lord's work out there, letting this scumbag know what to do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. Do you have any advice for the audience before we let you go?
My advice for the audience is, okay, this is good. This is for girl time. This is what we have been doing today. Take pictures of all your exes and have your friends rank them. Share play them to the TV and have your girls rank them one to however many, because it's really just a good and fun time.
That is really fun.
Really fun. I think Miles and I will do that later.
Congratulations on the baby.
That's so, yes, thank you very much. It's so funny to share them to the TV like it's a conference room meeting.
Yes.
And as you can see here,
forget PowerPoint night.
Brad.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Well, best of luck, Gwendolyn, and good luck on, where are you moving, by the way? You're moving somewhere just for funsies, or what's up?
Yes. Yeah, moving in with my best friends. It will be for funsies.
Oh, that's great. Well, have the best time, and hope you have an amazing day.
We love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. That's so fucking funny.
So funny.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Raina.
I think we did some good work today.
I think we really did some nice work today.
Yeah.
And we have one final segment, and it's a segment we like to call Get Real. If you're listening and you're driving, close your eyes, take your hands off the wheel.
Recline your seat.
Recline your seat and just breathe. This is a segment where we like to force a genuine moment in an effort to learn more about each other and ourselves. Raina, obviously, you've been on the show before and you're back. You seem like a Zen clam, a sort of spirit of the world, as it were. You're into horses. You sort of don't drive on highways. Now, what recently has been rocking your boat? What's recently the thing that is sort of not the wind beneath your wings, but the grass under your nails?
You know what? It's that I started driving on the highway.
Holy shit. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Talk to me.
Had to. After all these years,
You were wasting so much time.
I had to.
Yes.
And I drove all the way to LA from Portland on the I-5.
Oh my God. Long drive, by the way.
And it was life-changing. Because now I'm not afraid at all.
I couldn't be more proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, what you've done, because you were worried because highway too scary, and now you are, when you get on the highway, are you feeling like, I can do this?
I'm like, you know what? They should be scared of me. Because
Sorry, maybe they should be scared.
because I'm going fast now.
Wow.
Mhm.
You know what I'll say? I mean, I'm on the highway, and maybe I'm not afraid enough as a driver.
I think that like healthy fear is key to almost everything that we do in this life.
I agree with that.
I have an anxiety disorder.
There you go.
But I do think that breaking through that and now basically unlocking so much of the map
Yeah.
of LA
Right.
has been huge. And I am just getting places faster.
Correct. Yeah, probably twice as fast, if anything. I agree. Honestly, I've been thinking a lot about like fear and anxiety as a okay, for example, on my touring show, I was telling you a little bit about how like I do a scripted piece at the beginning and do it like sort of scripted piece at the end, and the end is like a little bit more emotional and whatever. And I wasn't nervous at all for anything about the show except for like, oh, I want to make sure I hit the beats of this emotional story that I'm telling that's sort of personal and whatever. And that part like made me nervous to do. But I was like, oh, I think that's why I need to be doing this in the show, because I would hope that in anything that I do, I have a little bit of thing that I'm trying something new or I'm trying something out. Because I think that, I don't know, the more, especially it's like, the more I do like a little bit of hosting and stand-up, or the more I do just this show live, it doesn't make me nervous anymore. It just makes me excited. But I'm like, that level of risk, I think, is always important. And for you, it's driving on the highway.
For me, it's sort of something that people do every single day.
It's a normal part of everyday life. Yeah. Well, wow, Raina, thank you so much for joining us on the show. That's the show.
And it's so fun.
Thank you very much. Where can people find you if they want more you? Do you have anything upcoming that you want to promote?
I don't have anything upcoming that I want to promote quite yet. I'm going to be starting a live show in LA soon, but I don't have the information yet, so I can't say
It's gone. Nobody look.
It's okay. But if you follow me on mostly Instagram these days at Quaker Raina, you will see when I announce the show.
Oh, yeah. At Quaker Raina. Go follow Raina, everyone. And if you've got a problem out there and you're not sure quite how to solve it, just remember that no matter who you are or where you are, perfection is only a call away.
That was a Headgum podcast.